Hi guys, Tim Forshey here again for another episode of Guns and Gavels. Hey, weird but quick question. How many of you have ever fired a gun in the dark? Interesting question. I've been asking this to a lot of my students in my classes lately, as well as some of my clients. Um, FBI statistics show that 80% of the time that guns are used in defensive use, that it is dark, it's either low light or no light. That's a lot. That's literally 4 times out of 5. Now think about it. Bad guys are just like jackals. They hunt at night. You don't walk out of a Walmart at noon and say, "Oh my God, it's so bright out here. I'm afraid to walk to my car." Bad guys get that. They hunt under cover of darkness. So the most common time you're going to need to use your gun will be, in fact, dark. Now, in my experience, and in the experience of just about every trainer or student I've ever spoken to, very few students have actually fired a single shot in absolute darkness, either on a darkened range or on a moonless night out in the middle of the desert, something like that. Most people simply haven't done it. When we have them attend their first low light class, it's amazing how many of them fire the first shot in the dark, put their gun down on the counter and say, "I think my gun just exploded. Can you please come and check it out for me?" Because they've never seen that muzzle flash. They've never experienced that. It really gets the adrenaline fired up and people think something's going on, something's wrong. You've got to inoculate yourself to that. You got to get used to the fact that you're likely to have to shoot your gun in the dark. You have to get competent at it. Take a low light shooting class. Half of those students, as I said, are completely intimidated by it. Once you do it, you realize it's actually fun and a really great way to master this quickly, quicker than you probably think. Hollywood is horrible at this. Every single TV show or movie that I see, the good guys with the guns are walking through the building, walking through the warehouse, walking to the abandoned hospital. Why is it abandoned? Nobody seems to know. The parking garage. And their light on their gun is on all the time. And they're just walking like a beacon, like a lighthouse. We call these people bullet magnets. There's another term you probably heard for them a lot. It's corpses. You don't do it that way. It's on and off move, on and off move. You're bouncing it around corners, bouncing it off of floors, bouncing it off ceilings. There's a lot of really cool ways that you'll learn to use your flashlight in a low light defensive situation. So I think you'll really think it's a lot of fun once you start doing it. Obviously, I'm not going to try to touch on all the aspects of such training in this short video, but let's get a good start by getting a good weapon mounted light that fits your defensive handgun, a good handheld light to accompany that, because there's lots of times that you're justified in pointing a light at something that you're definitely not justified in pointing a gun with a light attached to it at something. Get night sights installed on your gun so you can always see where that barrel is indexed. You can follow Rule 2 of the firearms rules of safety, and then take a good low light shooting class, or 7 or 12, to get more comfortable with the most likely way in which you'll ever need to use that gun from the get-go. All right, guys, please try to do that. You'll find it's very fun and enjoyable. It also helps you to do what? Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in.